Hello everyone, I am Kiran Joshi. Welcome you all in class 9 geography. Today I am here with the presentation of the first chapter of geography, India, size and location. India is a vast country which lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. The Tropic of Cancer, 23 degree 30 minutes north, passes almost halfway through India. The mainland extends between latitudes 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degree 6 minutes north and longitude 68 degree 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes east. To the southeast of the mainland lie the Andaman Nicobar Islands in Bay of Bengal, and to the southwest of the mainland lie the Lakshadweep Islands in an Arabian Sea. Now the size of India. India has an area of about 3.28 million square kilometer, which is about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. India is the 7th largest country in the world after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. Its land boundary is 15,200 kilometers and the total length of the coastline of the mainland including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep is 7,516.6 kilometer. India is bounded by the Yangful Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast. South of about 22 degree north latitude, it begins to taper and extends towards the Indian Ocean, dividing it into two seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. The latitudinal and longitudinal extent of mainland India is almost about 30 degree. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, the time along the standard meridian of India, that is at 82 degree 30 minutes east, passing through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time for the whole country. The latitudinal extent influences the duration of day and night as one moves from south to north. Now, India and the world. So, India has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is a southward extension of the Asian continent. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. The Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean and helps India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country like India has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean, and therefore it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. Now about the land routes. So India's contact with the world have continued through ages, but her relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. Various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passage to the ancient travelers, and these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient time. The ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the story of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal systems could reach many parts of the world. The spices, muslin and other things were taken from India to different countries. While on the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architectural styles of dome and minarets from West Asia are visible in different parts of the country. Presently, India has 28 states and 9 union territories. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Now our neighbors in the south. So we have two island countries across the sea. They are Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar. A strait is a narrow passage of water connecting two large water bodies. So here the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean are separated by Pak Strait. So second neighboring country is in the south is Maldives Islands. They are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. That's all for this presentation today. Now there are some questions for you to for revision. First is describe the location of India in 3 points. Second is describe the size of India in 3 points. Third is why do we need standard meridian? Fourth is what is the strategic significance of India's location in Asia? And fifth is write a short note of India's neighboring countries. That's all for today's presentation. Hope you found this presentation helpful and interesting. Thank you.